The days following Sarah's confrontation with Alex were a blur of emotions: anger, sadness, confusion, and a lingering sense of betrayal. Each time she looked at him, the image of him holding another woman's hand resurfaced, cutting into her like a knife. Alex had begged her to go to couples therapy, insisting he was willing to do whatever it took to repair their marriage. But Sarah wasn't sure if their relationship could, or should, be saved. It was Mia who pushed her to take the first step toward clarity. "You don't have to decide anything right now," Mia said as they sipped coffee in Sarah's kitchen. "But you owe it to yourself to figure out what you want, not just what he wants." Reluctantly, Sarah agreed to therapy, if only to untangle the chaos in her mind. The first therapy session. The therapist, Dr. Lawson, was a soft-spoken woman with kind eyes. She began the session by asking Sarah and Alex to share how they were feeling. Alex spoke first. "I regret everything. I made a terrible mistake, and I hate that I hurt you, Sarah. I'll do anything to fix this." His voice cracked, and he looked at Sarah with pleading eyes. Sarah crossed her arms, her voice sharp. "You didn't just hurt me, Alex. You destroyed my trust. Do you even know how hard it is to look at you without feeling sick?" Dr. Lawson interjected gently, "Sarah, it's okay to feel angry. This is a safe space to express those emotions." As the session progressed, Sarah found herself opening up. She spoke of the loneliness she had felt in their marriage, how Alex's distance had made her feel invisible long before the affair. "It doesn't excuse what you did," Sarah said, her voice trembling. "But it makes me realize we were broken long before this. A discovery that changes everything." After the session, Alex moved into the guest room to give Sarah space. She found herself reaching out to friends and even journaling to process her emotions. It was during one of these late-night writing sessions that she noticed something odd, a bank statement she hadn't seen before, tucked into Alex's desk drawer. Curiosity turned to dread as she scanned the charges. Expensive dinners, a hotel stay, and gifts, all dated within the last 6 months. When Sarah confronted Alex with the evidence, his face turned pale. "It wasn't what you think," he stammered. "It wasn't just her. I was trying to impress her. I thought I was missing something in my life, but it was a mistake. I swear." His confession opened a floodgate of anger in Sarah. "You lied to me every single day for months. Do you even know who I am anymore? Because I don't recognize you." The breaking point. That night, Sarah called Mia. "I can't do this," she said through tears. "He's not just a cheater, he's someone I can't trust at all." Mia's response was steady. "Then don't. You don't have to forgive him, Sarah. You deserve better." With Mia's support and her own growing clarity, Sarah made a decision. The next day, she told Alex she wanted a separation. "I need time to figure out who I am without you," she said, her voice firm. "And I need to decide if this marriage is even worth saving." Alex pleaded with her, but Sarah stood her ground. She packed a bag and left to stay with Mia, feeling a strange mix of grief and relief. A new beginning. Over the next few weeks, Sarah found strength she didn't know she had. She began taking long walks, reconnecting with old friends, and rediscovering hobbies she had abandoned. Alex continued to reach out, but Sarah kept her distance. She wasn't ready to forgive, and maybe she never would be. For the first time in years, Sarah began to see a future that wasn't defined by her marriage. It was terrifying and exhilarating all at once. And as the days turned into weeks, Sarah realized one thing: healing would take time, but she was no longer afraid of the journey ahead.